Well, what do we have here? How did you find my lab? Wait, what are you doing? Please, don't.
It's over, Sinister. You and Ultron are finished.
Ultron? I don't know what you're talking about. You must have me mistaken for someone else.
Nice try. I know you and Apocalypse are the ones responsible for stealing Dr. Henry Pym's creation and reprogramming it to do your dirty work.
Somebody knows a little too much for their own good. Who are you, anyways?
I'm a mutant from the future.
The future? So, we did succeed. That is why you're here, isn't it? Yes, our plan must have been a success, and you're trying to stop it before it happens.
You are correct with regard to the fact that I'm here to stop you. However, what you said about my future is wrong.
How so?
In the short time that I've been here, I've learned that any action I try to take to rewrite the past is futile. When I first traveled to the past, I didn't realize it at the time, but I had inadvertently created a new timeline. Separate, but parallel. Anything that happens here will not affect my future, unfortunately.
Then why bother in the first place?
The world, no, the universe, does not deserve the death and destruction that Apocalypse and Thanos will soon bring about. And if I can put a stop to that right now, then so be it.
Apocalypse and Thanos. I take it that in the future they will both be at odds with each other.
That's right. Apocalypse and Thanos will soon bring about an endless war that will tear through most of the universe. The one thing I'm still trying to understand is Ultron's role in all of this. You see, in my time, Ultron did not invade New York. It was Apocalypse and his forces. In my time, Dr. Pym and the Avengers destroyed Ultron shortly after he was created. And that was the end of Ultron. However, that's not the case here.
So then the question that begs to be asked, why do the events in both timelines differ from each other?
Especially considering both timelines are separate.
Yes, separate, but like you said, parallel. While it sounds like the events of one timeline can't alter the events of another, that doesn't mean a single entity can't intervene.
Like another person.
Are you sure you're the only one that came here from your timeline?
You must be Ultron.
Oh look. Another hero who thinks he can stop me.
You're less intimidating in person.
Hey Cap, who is this guy? Is he one of ours?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. It's Thanos, ruler of Titan. Thanos? Why does that name sound familiar?
The team needs you. Thanos is out on the loose again. I promise I'll be back soon. Just stay alive until then.
Oh no! Nova!
I don't understand. Apocalypse and Sinister are intelligent mutants, yet they resort to a man-made machine to do their bidding.
Did he just say Apocalypse and Sinister?
Yeah, Apocalypse and Mr. Sinister. There's always trouble when those two are working together. What do Apocalypse and Mr. Sinister have to do with Ultron?
The way I heard it was that they repurposed Ultron from someone else's design. A human scientist, I believe.
Dr. Pym?
And now, they've both turned Ultron into their puppet to do their dirty work.
I am not a puppet.
You're being used to acquire the Tesseract which will give Apocalypse the power he needs to rule this planet. I believe that makes you a puppet.
Forge, are you catching all of this?
Yeah, I'm putting the professor through. Right now.
No need, Forge, I'm here. Scott, can you hear me? This is Professor Charles Xavier.
Yes, I can. Professor, who is this guy?
I don't know much about this Thanos character, but I can sense a disturbing amount of power. Be careful.
I'm detecting an energy similar to that of the Tesseract.
Are you talking about this?
It's another Infinity Stone.
Another Infinity Stone? Wait, so the Tesseract is an Infinity Stone as well?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I haven't brought anybody else from my time here. I've been very careful during the times that I've traveled back and forth to make sure no one has followed me.
Oh, I don't doubt you're right. But that doesn't mean others aren't capable of time travel as well.
You know something, don't you?
I have a hunch who it might be.
Then you better start talking.
You said that in your timeline, it was Apocalypse who invaded New York, yet in this timeline, it was Ultron.
Yeah, we've already established that.
Yes, but that means that whichever individual is purposely altering this timeline's events has to be someone whom Apocalypse and myself have previously come into contact with. Wouldn't you agree?
Someone whose influence caused you to use Ultron to steal the Infinity Stone and then invade New York, instead of Apocalypse doing it himself. You know who it is, don't you?
There is one individual that comes to mind.
That stone. It's emitting an energy similar to that of the Tesseract.
That's right. Both are called Infinity Stones. There's 6 in total, each with their own power. The stone that is inside of you is the Space Stone, and this is the Power Stone.
The Tesseract's power has made me unstoppable. Imagine if I absorbed the energy of another one of those Infinity Stones. I would become invincible. That stone, give it to me. Don't make me destroy you.
I'd like to see you try.
Ultron's too fast for this guy.
Don't underestimate Thanos.
Playtime is over.
You're insignificant. You're nothing compared to my power.
Is that the best you've got?
Who is it, Sinister?
The Mad Titan, Thanos.
Thanos. How so?
He has been pressuring Apocalypse to join him.
Why?
The Infinity Stones. He wants to control the entire universe. I would assume that's the same reason why Apocalypse and Thanos are fighting each other in your timeline, right?
Yeah, their desire for the stones has torn the universe apart in my timeline.
After Thanos first approached Apocalypse about his plan to find the stones, it prompted us to take action. We knew we had to find the stones before Thanos could. Apocalypse could never imagine the thought of being inferior to the Mad Titan should he possess all 6 stones. But we had to act in the shadows so Thanos would not be made aware that we too were searching for the stones.
So that's why you used Ultron.
It was an ingenious plan on my part. We could use Ultron to not only find the Infinity Stone here on Earth, but also to defeat the Avengers and X-Men at the same time. All without having to reveal ourselves to anyone, especially Thanos.
Well, it's a little too late for that.
You fool. It doesn't matter now that we've revealed ourselves. Thanos has 1 stone. We have another. The world knows that the renowned scientist Dr. Henry Pym created Ultron, and with the increasing amount of destruction that Ultron causes, it will soon cause humanity to turn against those meddlesome superheroes. So whether they defeat Ultron or not, it makes no difference. The Avengers and X-Men lose either way. You.
Good riddance.
Destroy him and bring me his Infinity Stone.
Your little toys don't scare me.
All these drones just self-destructed on Thanos.
There's no way that dude just survived all that.
It was foolish of him to think that he could defeat me.
How is Thanos still in one piece after all of that?
I told you that your little toys don't scare me. You'll have to do better than that.
It appears I underestimated your strength. I'll just have to finish this myself then.
This must be the mainframe server that keeps Ultron running.
The end of humanity is here. I have the Tesseract, and now the Rise of Ultron is complete.
Time to end this.
Losing connection to the mainframe.
Yo, what's going on with Ultron?
It looks like he's malfunctioning.
No! I'm I'm in my ultimate form. Nothing can stop me.
You're just a man-made machine. You're not worthy of wielding the Infinity Stones.
I don't understand what's happening to me.
Curse you, Thanos. Now he has 2 stones.
And now that makes 2. 4 more to go.
We cannot allow him to possess the Infinity Stones.
I got an arrow for this guy. You're finished now, Thanos.
Hey, did we get him?
No, Thanos got away.
Ahead of Ultron, at least. I'd like to see him get back up from that explosion.
What's taking Ultron so long to switch bodies again?
I think he's up to something. Everybody stay on guard.
Don't come any closer.
Wait, he's one of us. You're Cable, right?
Yeah, that's me. So that must be Ultron. It is, along with all the rest of them.
Hey, stay alert, guys. Ultron's still lurking around here somewhere. I can feel it.
Relax, he's not lurking around. Ultron is destroyed. How can you be so sure? Forge and Beast were able to trace a frequency being sent into the Ultron drones to a remote part of the Canadian wilderness. So I went over there and found Mr. Sinister's lab. I took him out, as well as the mainframe computer that controls Ultron. No more computer, no more Ultron.
So he's gone. Like, for good?
As far as we should be concerned, yeah, Ultron's destroyed. For good.
Thanos got away with both stones.
Lord Apocalypse,
What?
we've just got word that Mr. Sinister's lab has been compromised. We have lost all communication with him.
Sinister, you fool. Give the orders to have our forces evacuate the pyramid. We will relocate to our secret base for now. We can't have our enemies disrupting any more of my plans.
Yes, my lord.
What are we going to do now that Sinister is dead? Thanos has 2 stones now.
Sinister's death is but a minor setback. I have a plan that will soon even the playing field.
Director Fury, the World Security Council has just issued an emergency order for S.H.I.E.L.D. to be disbanded. A warrant has just been issued for your arrest.
Commander, put the super carrier in stealth mode. Send a message to any remaining S.H.I.E.L.D. forces on the ground, alerting them of Operation Nightfall.
Yes, right away, sir.
Agent Hill, it's Fury. Operation Nightfall is in effect.
Shield is no more. Fury, out. Where's Thanos and the Tesseract?
Yeah, about that.
Well, fellas, it looks like we got company.
Avengers and X-Men. This is Professor Charles Xavier. Listen, you all need to evacuate the city immediately. Police and military personnel are quickly closing in on your location. Wait, what about all the damage that Ultron caused? There could be stragglers buried underneath the rubble. We have to stay and help.
I understand your good intentions, but it is imperative that you get out of there immediately. Listen, Forge just informed me that arrest warrants have just been issued to all the heroes and mutants involved in the Battle of New York City. Why would they want to arrest us?
Well, look around at all the damage we let Ultron cause. I'd be mad too.
This must be the thanks we get for saving the world from Ultron.
Please, hurry and gather your fallen allies, and meet me back here at the X-Mansion.
Forge, can you remote pilot the X-Jet to our location?
Yeah.
I'm on it, guys.
Shouldn't we be helping the others fight Ultron? They can fight Ultron themselves. Besides, they don't pay me enough to do this job. Well, they don't pay us anything at all. Exactly. Hey, who wants tacos? Only if they're free. Come, my children. We are returning to Genosha. Hey, Magneto. You're that time traveler. I think it would be wise if you return to the X-Mansion with us. And why would I do that? It's about the universal war that Apocalypse and Thanos are about to start with each other. Wanda, Pietro, gather the rest of the Brotherhood and return to Genosha immediately.
Father, what will you do?
I have other matters to attend to.
This is my fault. I should have never created you. I was blinded by ambition, arrogance, fame. I just wanted to make the world a safer place. But I failed you, Ultron.
Freeze! Don't move!
I must atone for my actions.
This is a patrol base. We have Dr. Pym. I repeat, we have Dr. Pym in custody.
Hawkeye, any news on Director Fury's whereabouts?
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s communication channels have been dark the past couple days. None of us have seen or heard anything since the battle with Ultron.
What about Dr. Banner? I don't know. The Hulk fell into that wormhole that Thanos created using the Space Stone.
Who knows where that could have taken him?
At least we know now it was Apocalypse and Mr. Sinister who were behind all of this. We need to mobilize. Some of us can go search for the Hulk and Apocalypse. The rest of us can track down Thanos. Do you not realize that Thanos now has 2 of the 6 Infinity Stones? Any attempt to confront him now is futile. Yeah, that's no thanks to you for stealing the Tesseract in the first place, which allowed Ultron to get a hold of it. Our best bet now is to find the other 4 stones before Thanos does. That's how we can beat him. The odds are stacked against us. According to Cable, Apocalypse and Thanos are about to wage a war with each other that's going to tear this universe apart. We allowed this Ultron mess to get out of hand. A lot of people lost their lives in that battle. We can't allow either of those monsters to bring about more death and destruction. We will find the both of them and put a stop to all of this.
Hey, Cable, didn't you say that there's reason to believe that the Thanos that we saw fight Ultron here could in fact be the Thanos that's from your future timeline?
I don't know for sure, but when I confronted Mr. Sinister, he had reason to believe that it could be the Thanos from my timeline. And you actually believe him? Sinister's a snake, bub.
It would explain why the events of this timeline differ from your timeline, Cable.
I've been thinking about that. The issue with this theory is that the Thanos from my timeline is much older compared to what you described about the Thanos that you all saw fight Ultron here. It could very well be someone else that is interfering with the events of this timeline.
Like another time traveler. There are other entities out there in the universe that are capable of time travel.
One of them could be working with the Thanos who is from Cable's timeline.
Now the question is who?
First Apocalypse and then Thanos, and now this mystery time traveler. I'm gonna need some more arrows.
Our best course of action now is to divide and conquer. Avengers, I ask that you focus your efforts on finding Thanos and the Infinity Stones. The X-Men will track down Apocalypse. Magneto, we're going to need your help for this one.
I'm well aware of the magnitude of each of these threats, Charles. However, I will reluctantly agree with you. Leave Apocalypse to me. I have an old score to settle with him, so don't get in my way, Charles. If you're going after Apocalypse, I'm coming with you. I've got business to settle with him too. Count me in too, Bob.
Very well then. Magneto, Wolverine, and Cable will track down Apocalypse. Avengers and X-Men, you will all focus on finding the rest of the Infinity Stones, which should then lead us to Thanos. As for me, I will use Cerebro to see if I can help us identify our mystery time traveler before they can interfere in any more of the events in our timeline. From the way things look, this universal war between Apocalypse and Thanos could come sooner than expected.
Hey, I just got word from Thor. He found Nova and the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy. He took them all back to Asgard to recover from their fight with Thanos.
How are we going to search for the rest of the Infinity Stones if they're not on Earth?
We're going to need to find resources to be able to equip ourselves for space travel.
I've heard rumors about this small country in Africa. Word on the street is that they may have the resources we need to outfit a ship for interplanetary travel.
Tony, you've been uncharacteristically quiet. What's up?
I don't know. Why does it feel like we lost? Against Ultron, you know?
Well, Thanos got away with 2 Infinity Stones, the Hulk is missing, Ant-Man got arrested, and S.H.I.E.L.D. is pretty much disbanded at this point. So yeah, we kinda lost, bro.
We can't let this adversity get the best of us. We've been through a lot worse before. Things are going to get more challenging now before they get better. It's up to us to stop Thanos. And we will find the stones before he does. I'm confident in that. Because we're Avengers. Tony, you in?
Let's do this.
Avengers, assemble.
Hey, congratulations! You made it to the end of the Rise of Ultron series. Now that you finished watching Rise of Ultron, go check out the new upcoming Avengers movie, Avengers: Age of Ultron, coming to a theater near you on May 1st, 2015.
You realize it's 2021, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Age of Ultron came out over 6 years ago.
Over 6 years ago? How is that even possible?
The Rise of Ultron series ended 6 years later than we originally thought it would.
Well, that's a little awkward. Hey, I know. Let me tell them about the sequel series to Rise of Ultron.
Wait a minute, that's still confidential.
I'm gonna tell them anyways. Okay, so the sequel series to Rise of Ultron is going to be about